But please keep doing the reps even if I stop, okay? So we'll get started. We are going to lie down on our backs because it feels good. Feet are parallel, knees are bent. And we're just gonna take, like always, we're gonna start with our breath. So if you want, you can place a hand on your chest and a hand on your belly, or just have your hands by the side. And take a deep, deep breath into the tummy. And then on your exhale, feel it melt towards your spine. And then just take another inhale, and as you're inhaling, maybe you can tuck your chin slightly to find more length in the back of the neck. And then exhale, feel your shoulders soften and your collarbone widen. Let's do one more inhale and be really conscious of bringing it into the belly this time. On your exhale, feeling the belly come towards the spine. Now feeling a little draw in and up from your pubic bone to your belly button. It's a little draw in and a lift, like you're pulling your bladder towards the spine and then pulling it up gently to the crown of your head. Keep that connection at about 20% maybe. And then from here, we're going to breathe into the rib cage. We're feeling the ribs expand in all directions. Inhale and exhale, feeling the ribs come back together. Two more, feeling that gorgeous expansion in the ribs. Exhale, feel everything melt. One more here, inhale. And exhaling, release. All right. From here, we're going to draw our right leg into tabletop and then just hug our knee towards our shoulder, extending the left leg on the mat. Getting a little compression in the hip flexor. Now activate your left leg, draw your dorsiflex your foot so your toenails are coming towards you, release your leg, hands press into the mat, extend the leg, and we're gonna draw circles gently and slowly first. So you might wanna keep them small because we're trying to maintain that pelvis stability. And we're not being very active, we're just releasing right now. We'll do one more like this, nice and loose and easy. Bring the leg above your hip. Really press your hands down. We're going to do full leg circles. So inhale, cross, exhale to catch above the hip bone. Feeling that thigh bone heavy in the socket at the top. Trying to keep the pelvis as stable as possible. No rocking. Two more. Last one. Pause at the top. Bend the knee towards your shoulder. Hands come on the knee. Get a little hug. Same leg, we're gonna release that right leg up. So we cross the body first, we're gonna reverse it now. We're reversing, we're opening the leg away from the body. Start small, start very small. Pressing the backs of the shoulders into the mat, keeping the pelvis stable. One more nice and loosey-loosey like this. Now, we're gonna go larger and control. Exhale to bring that leg above the hip bone. Once you find that stability, you can start to open a little bit bigger. Two more here. Activate that left leg, press it into the mat. And hug that knee in one more time towards the shoulder for a little release. Then same leg is just gonna cross the body. Keep it bent for now, just rotating, crossing the body. Lovely, lengthening that leg down onto the mat, bringing the left leg into tabletop position. Activate the right leg, dorsiflex the foot. Let's hug that knee in towards the shoulder for a lovely release. For people like me with tight backs right now. Turns out you shouldn't go for 3-hour bike rides if you haven't biked in 2 years. Leg extends up to the sky, hands pressed down, gentle little circles in the hip socket. And again, I'm feeling my collarbone open and the backs of the shoulders press in. Okay, so now we're gonna go for those big ones. Cross the body, inhale, exhale to catch. Keep that pelvis stable, don't let it move. It's like there's an anvil on your pelvis. Feeling the work between the two hip bones. 3 more. 2. 1. Pause at the top. Hug that knee in towards your shoulder. Okay, gently release. We got that great compression in the hip flexor. So now just Reset your hips. Teeny tiny circles again to start, little circles. Thinking of the circles opening away from the body first. You can start to make them a little bit bigger. Pressing the hands into the mat. Pause. We inhale, open, exhale, catch. Inhale, open, exhale, catch. Keep the right hip grounded. Don't let it roll up. It's going to want to. 2 more. Last one. Hug the knee towards your shoulder. And then bringing that leg across the body, bent knee across the body, I should say. Getting a little rotation in that spine. Coming back to center. All right, feet are gonna place on the ground, knees are bent in line with hip bones. Let's get our abs warmed up. So hands will come behind the head to start. Shoulders draw down the back. Again, if you have to keep your head down and this doesn't work for your body, just focus on your breath while we do this. All right, exhale, ribs slide to hip bones, belly flattens. See if you can use just your abdominals to lift you here. Lowering back down. Again, lengthening the back of the neck first, chin is slightly tucked, exhale. Just use your abdominals, so go nice and slow. Find that deep connection. Flatten, release everything above the collarbone. Lower it back down. 3 more here. Inhale at the bottom, exhale. Find more length through the spine as you lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more here. Exhale. Flatten. Pause, release your face muscles even. Lowering back down, last one here. Exhale, wrap the ribs in, slide them to your hip bones, flatten the belly. Lowering all the way back down. Great. Reset your pelvis. One leg comes into tabletop, followed by the other leg. From here, we're doing marching, dropping one leg down, exhale to lift it back up, drawing the belly in and up. Okay, if this is enough for you, if you feel like this is a lot of work, keep doing this. Otherwise, I'm going to give an option to add on. So we're going to bring both legs together. We're going to extend the legs up. We're slowly going to lower those legs a few inches and then draw the belly in and up to lift those legs. Now you can go lower if you feel that there's no movement in the spine and the pelvis, that everything from your crease of your hips to the crown of your head is staying the same. You can start to lower those legs lower. Exhale, slowly bring the legs up. Do not use any momentum. It's all abdominal work. 3 more here. My thighs are soft. It's all zipping up from pubic bone to belly button to ribs. 2 more. Last one here. Hug the knees towards your chest. Gently rock side to side. Oh, that feels so good. All right. Just place the feet down for 1 moment to reset that pelvis. You can even rock them side to side. A little gentle. We're going to start getting a little more active. So right leg comes into tabletop, followed by the left leg. If you need to keep your head down, do. Otherwise, hands are going to go onto the knees, shoulders away from ears. You know the drill. Lift the head and chest. Exhale. Okay. From here, let's bring both hands onto the right knee. I always do the right first. I should switch it one day and do the left. Extend your left leg. We switch sides, single leg stretch, right? Trying to keep the torso in the exact same place, shoulders away from ears. Nice and control as you go out. So I'm going to just do a little change. You don't have to follow me. It's up to you. But let's bring our hand onto the right knee. Curl it more. Now lengthen out. Same thing with the left leg. Curl more, shoulders away from ears. If this bothers your neck, go back to the little gentle version that we were doing before. Otherwise, we have 2 more, bringing it in and bringing it in. Hug both knees, lower down, rock side to side. Excellent. Legs are back into tabletop. Right and left hands are on knees, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, lift head and chest. All right, double leg stretch. Here we go. Arms and legs away from each other. Exhale, scoop into a little ball. Extending and scooping. Remember, you can do this with your head down if it's bothering you. Now, if you want to make it harder, don't touch your legs. Just hover the hands near your ankles. 2 more like this, and then I'll give you an even harder version. If you want more of a challenge on this next one, your arms are extending away. They circle and we scoop into a tinier ball. 3 more like this. Scoop. Whew. Don't let the head fall. Don't let the chest fall. 2. 1 more. Try not to touch the ankles. Just hover, hold. Lower. All the way down. Legs find the ground. Rock your knees side to side. All right. Feet flat. Hands beside your hips, palms down, shoulders are connected. We're going to bridge it up. So exhale, feel the abdominals draw in and up. Then squeeze the glutes to start rolling that pelvis up to the side. Excellent. Check your hips. Are they on the same plane? Can you get them higher by squeezing the glutes more? Now can you reach your knees away from your toes? That's like our starting position every time. Really pressing the backs of the shoulders in. Okay, take your time, roll it down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Feel that lengthening of the spine as you roll down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, belly draws in. It tilts the pelvis. Then you squeeze the glutes and start to peel the spine off of the mat. Reaching the knees over the toes. See if you can get your hips a little higher. Open the fronts of the hips more. Now rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time. Where are your knees? Are they splaying? We want to keep them in line with the second toe. Last one here. Inhale. Before we add on, exhale, draw the belly in. Feel that gorgeous peeling of the spine and then squeezing the glutes to start lifting the pelvis. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Knees reach over toes. Hips are nice and square. From here, rolling down, soften through the chest. 1 rib. I imagine a rib in the front drops through to the floor 1 at a time. That's where I find my tightness. Most people do. Okay. If you have the room, this time as your hips roll up, you're going to sweep your arms back. They're going to be on the ground. You don't have the room. Stay here with your hands on the ground by your ears. Start rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time. Find that glorious length through your spine. Good. Once your pelvis is down, sweep the hands back by the hips. Let's do that again. See if I can find a little more room for myself. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, draw the belly in. Rolling it up. Arms sweep back. Hips press up more. Keep through the glutes, pressing the hips up as you soften through the chest. As you lengthen, reach the tailbone away. Rolling it down. Working through the spine. Hands come back down. Inhale, exhale, rolling it up. Find so much length through the body here. Lift the hips higher. Now roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. And sweep back down. Very last one. Inhale, exhale, rolling it up. Shoulders away from ears. Hips a little higher if you can. Start rolling down through the spine. Good. Hands sweep down. Hugging 1 knee towards your shoulder, other knee towards your shoulder. Just rock side to side. Little release for the low back. Okie dokie. Feet are flat on the ground. We're going to tuck the tailbone and squish the little grape under our back by drawing the abdominals in so the pelvis is tilted. Flat back, right? From here, press the hips straight up to the sky. Hold. Good. So we're going to place all of the weight into the left foot, ground the shoulders down, right leg comes up, tabletop extends up to the sky. We're going to point the foot as we reach down, flex the foot, sweep it up. Inhale down. Exhale, draw it up. Reach out of the hip. Reach the hips up higher. Reach out of the hip, and now reach up higher. 2 more. So wiggity sweep. Last one. Exhale, lift, bend the knee, lower down. Reset those hips. We're not coming down, we're staying up. Reset the hips. All the weight goes into that right foot. Lifting the leg into tabletop, extend. Can you pull your hips up higher through the toe? Now lower the foot, the leg, flex the foot, lift it up. Inhale and exhale to lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Can you get your left hip up higher? Is it collapsing? Last one. And up. Bend your knee. Lower the leg. Square those hips off. And lower down, rolling through the spine. Good. From here, let's do left leg into tabletop first, followed by right leg. And then your hands are just going to go onto the left knee for now. Exhale, lift your head and chest again. Can be done with your head down. Extend that leg. Hands go into the calf or the hamstring. Extend the right leg. Get a glorious hamstring stretch here. Really pull that long leg towards your face. Switch sides. We're going to pull in twice. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Lengthening. Feels so good. Shoulders away from ears. Reaching in opposite directions with those legs. We have one more each side. Pause on the right. Okay. Shoulders away from ears. Bend your knees into your chest. Lower yourself down. Rockety rock those knees side to side. Hands are behind the base of the skull. Shoulders slide down the back. Let's do right leg into tabletop. Keep the hips square. Left leg joins it. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, lift head and chest, flatten belly. Extend the legs up. We're going to reach, scissor the legs, and reach. So nothing is changing in the upper body. The legs are simply scissoring, trying to keep them as long as possible, lengthening through the toe. My back of the neck is gently lengthening. Chin is slightly tucked. Elbows are wide and soft. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 each side. Hug the knees in. Do, 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 do. Lower down. All right, let's come off of our backs. So lengthen those legs out nice and long. Squeeze those in our thighs. Arms sweep back by the ears, shoulders are down the back. Little roll up. Inhale here. Exhale, nudge into chest. Start rolling up. Okay, so if you're like me, usually this is my favorite exercise and I can do it all day long, but if you're like me and you're tight, you're gonna place your hands onto the backs of the thighs, tuck your tailbone, and slowly roll down with your feet kind of gliding on the ground, following you. Stay here, arms come back for an inhale. Exhale, nudge into chest. Again, my knees are bent, and then I'm gonna use my hands on the backs of the thighs to help me roll up. Okay, let's do that again, slow and controlled. If you're a little tight through the spine, it's the descent, this part here where we're rolling down, that's where you can get the opening in the back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, nudge into chest. Let those legs lengthen to help roll you back up to seated. We have 2 more here. For you pros over there, take your time. Find those spots in your back that are tight and draw the abs in more there. Exhale. Try to use no momentum as you roll it up. Awesome work. Let's do 1 more here, okay? 1 very final one. So if you're in the full version, reach your tailbone away, reach your toes away. Awesome, Leslie, I can see you and that looks awesome. Curl the ribs in more, curl it in more. Yep, last one, we're coming all the way up to stay. Exhale, nudge into chest, draw the belly in, wrap the ribs in, reach the tailbone away. See how much it opens your spine? Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, we're up. Okay, so we're gonna go on to hands and knees. I'm trying to find ways to mix this up. It gets a little difficult after a while, so sorry if there's repetition, but we can, in the repetition, start really perfecting things, right? Soften those elbows slightly, hands are under shoulders, lengthen the crown of the head away from the tailbone, belly and ribs are wrapped in towards the spine. We're extending the left leg today, just for fun, behind, sliding it on the ground. Why? So I can square those hips off. Now I'm gonna squeeze the glute to lift those legs. Right. Lengthen the right arm. We're gonna bring the arm and leg away from the spine on an inhale, and then exhale, bring them back together towards the spine. So they're the same level. It's like they're on a shelf, and you're just dusting off the shelf with your hand, opening the hand and leg away from the spine, and then dusting that shelf, bringing the hand and leg together towards the spine. Keep going here. I'm just gonna make sure everyone's understanding my cues. Yes, that's it. Away from the spine, then towards, great. 2 more on the side. And last one, open. Exhale, close, lower down. Hand, lower down knee, reset. Crown of the head, tailbone, reach away. Draw the belly and ribs in. Lift your chest towards the sky. Lengthen the right leg, lengthen the left arm. We're dusting the top of the shelf with our foot and dusting the top of the shelf with our hand. Shoulders are gliding down the back the whole time. Finding our midline of the body, right? So we're zipping on our exhale, zip the whole midline of the body together. Shoulders, ribs, belly come together. 2 more here. Last one. Good. Lower down. Just press back into a little child's pose here to get off of our wrists. Coming back up. We're going to add on to this. Hands and knees again. Shoulders away from ears. Let's lengthen our right leg this time. Lifting that leg up to extend the left arm, shoulders drawing down. From here, we're going to go into that scoop elbow to knee, and then inhale, extend to a great flat back each time. Exhale, scoop the belly, elbow to knee. Now, as your leg extends back, the hip's going to want to rotate up. Don't let it. We're keeping hip bones staring down, back is long and flat. Like you're resting. As you extend, you're resting a cup on your pelvis and the backs of your shoulders and the back of your skull. 3 more here. 2 more. Last one. And extend, lower down, reset, other side. I'm thinking of my low shoulder blades squeezing together. And then I'm extending the left leg and right leg. Here we go. Scoop in, exhale. Inhale, extend. Good. Every time, check that left hip bone needs to stare at the ground. And then the other thing to check is your left elbow. Make sure it's soft. Don't let it lock. Almost there. 3. And 2. And last one. Good. Let's press back into a child's pose to get off those wrists one more time. Excellent. From here, we're going to go onto our forearms to start. Elbows are under shoulders. Core is tight. Option 1, we're going into a plank. Modified is on your knees. Full version, we're on our toes. Shoulders draw down the back. Squeeze along the brow line. Feel like you're dragging your elbows back to your toes. Now, draw your belly and tuck your tailbone slightly. Squeeze your glutes, reach through your heels. Holding here. Now, if you want a little more brain work, you're just going to bend your right knee and touch the ground, but don't let your pelvis move. So going right and then left. Knee touches. Shoulders down the back. Back of the skull presses up to the sky. I'm such a nag. Oh my goodness. 4 more here. There's a lot going on in our plank, right? 3 more. Feel maybe like you're separating your elbows away from each other now. 1 more each side. Lower the knees. Press back into a child's pose. Big breath into the back ribs. Feel them expand. Alrighty. Hands on heels. Roll it up to seated or up to kneeling. Drawing the belly in. Okay, let's try 1 more little planky plank here. If you want, you can go onto your hands. It's optional. You can be on your forearms again if you'd like. I'm gonna go on my hands. Shoulders are down the back, core is tight. One foot steps back, followed by the second foot. Okay. So my low shoulder blades are squeezing together, lengthening the crown of the head, lengthening the tailbone, reach through the heels. Now, if today you want a little more action in your life, you're gonna lift your right leg, you're gonna bend your knee to your elbow, and then lower down, switch sides. A little spider motion happening here. Lift, bend, extend, lower. Lift, bend, extend. One more each side. Lift, bend, extend, lower, lift. Belly's in. Good. Lower the knees. Press back into child's pose. Okie dokie. So we'll do a little bit of leg work on our side. As always, you have a choice to keep your head down or be on your forearm. Today I'm on my forearm. So stacking the shoulders. We're gonna lengthen the legs. And then just check here. Lift the ribs and belly up to the sky. So today, we're gonna bring the top foot externally rotated. So toe will face the sky. Now, this looks like an easy exercise, but the trick is to not fall into your waist. So I'm gonna just try to cinch this in for you. There we go. You're gonna bring your toe up your leg for essentially a développé from dance. And then you're extending the leg up. Feel like it's pulling you up, you're out of your hip. And then lengthen out. So what I'm wanting you to watch is, as that leg comes up, we're not collapsing through this area here. As you lengthen the leg, it's pulling you to the sky. And then down. Working our left oblique, left shoulder girdle to hold us in space. 3 more here. Reach it up and away. Shoulders still down my back. 2, up. And last one. So even if you have to have your head down, you're still thinking of that waist not sinking into the ground, right? Down we go. Fantastic. Rotate that foot so it's parallel to the ground. We're gonna lift it up. And we're gonna do our kicks. So flex, dorsiflex to come forward. Point the toe to go back. Squeeze as we go back. Flex forward. Point and squeeze to go back. I'm always lifting out of that waist. Three more here. And 2. So the hips are stacked. We're trying to keep them right on top of each other. Hold back. Come forward. Great. We'll do those little rainbows. So again, check. Have you sunk down? Lift up and out. So that foot is going to go toe to the ground, heel to the ground. Toe to the ground, heel to the ground. You should feel this right in the side of your glute. If you don't, sometimes you need to lift the leg a little higher to the sky. Sometimes you need to maybe angle it forward of the body a little bit. But you should start to feel a burn right in the side of your glute. 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Lowering it down. All right, we're gonna come to the other side right away today. Stacking the forearm, elbow, shoulder, cinching in my ginormous sweatshirt. Here we go. Lifting your ribs and waist, extending the legs. Externally rotate that top toe, bringing it up for your développé. So I'm lifting up and out, extend, reach. Oh, feels great. Lift, extend, and reach. And the whole time I'm pressing that forearm into the ground to lift myself up and out of the shoulder. 3, 2 more here. Great, lengthen out. Rotate that foot, dorsiflex. Lift your waist, forward we go. So I'm keeping this waist long, and then I point and squeeze my glute as I go back. I'm sweeping the wall here. It's a good test. Imagine there's a wall where your foot is like I have, and you want to touch it each time. That's going to keep your left waist nice and long. Dorsiflex forward, point, come back. Woo. 2 more here. Last one. And hold it back. Good. Coming back through. Lift your leg at least hip height. Come forward. Little rainbows. Ooh, where is your waist? Where are your bottom ribs? Lift them up to the sky. Press that forearm into the ground. And if you're not feeling this, bring your leg a little higher. Sometimes you have to bring it farther forward or farther back. And you just have to play with it till you find the spot. So there's my spot right here. I can feel it. 4 more here. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lower down. So you can stay facing the same way you are. I'm going to turn around so I don't kick things. But we're coming onto our forearms one more time. So this is a nice kind of challenging one. You're on your forearms. I'm bringing my hands together. My elbows are apart. My knees are under my hip. I'm going to curl my toes under, draw my shoulders down the back. So option to keep your knees down for more of a challenge. We're hovering these knees. From here, we're extending the right leg. We're going to bring it behind the left heel, like cross over that leg, then lift it out to the side. It's called a rainbow, right? So we're here. Modification, you're on your knee and you're sweeping. Otherwise, the challenge is that knees hovering, shoulders down the back, core is tight. We have 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good. Coming back to parallel, lower those knees. Just press back off of your shoulders for a moment. Coming right back up. Shoulders over top of elbows. Okay. Curl the toes under, draw the belly and ribs in. Hover the knees. Left leg extends. We're crossing it behind the right heel and then out to the side. Little rainbow. Four more here. Bellies in. Slow and controlled. 3. I think of separating the elbows. Shoulders are down the back. 2. Bellies in. Last one. Lower the knees. Press back into a child's pose. Heels. Sorry, hands come to heels. And then tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, roll all the way up. We're coming onto our stomachs. Okay. So my feet are going to come together unless you have back pain, and in which case you want your feet or legs to be hip width distance. Otherwise, we're bringing them together today. We're bringing our hands behind our back, palms face the sky. We're interlacing the fingers. I'm turning my head so my left ear is on the mat. We're going to do double leg kick. So draw the belly in, feel the pubic bone press down, kick in twice, kick, kick. We're going to reach, lift everything towards the opposite wall, turn the head, right ear touches. Kick, kick, and reach. And kick, kick, and reach. Keep going here. So your inner thighs should be squeezing together when you're in the air. Shoulders drawing down. Squeeze the inner thighs. Kick, kick. Reach away. Kick, kick. Lengthen. Reach. My chin slightly tucked. Kick, kick. We have one more here. And reach it away. Lower down. Hands under shoulders. Press back into a child's pose. Great. Coming back down one more time. Onto our stomachs. Okay. Our legs are in line with hip bones. They're parallel. You're going to lengthen your arms out in front of you for swinging. Shoulders are down the back. Feel the pubic bone press into the mat. Pull the belly in. Bladder in and up, right? Hover the arms and legs. Find more length through the spine. Can we lift a little? And then we're gonna flutter. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more sets. Keep length in the spine. Shoulders down the back. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Or lower down. Press back into child's pose. Hands go onto heels. Stay in child's pose. Take one more big breath in. And then exhale, draw the belly to spine. Roll it up to kneeling. We're going to turn over now to seated. You want to make sure you have room behind you. We're coming close to the front edge of the mat. We're going to start with that lovely little rolling like a ball. So hands are on shins or ankles. Inner thighs are squeezing together. Tuck, roll back, inhale. And exhale, come on, back up. Stay as small as you can. Okay. Trying to not touch your toes. Okay, there we go. So if you're having troubles with this, think of your shin, your hand pressing into your shin pressing into the hand. So it's that opposite direction, oppositional force. 2 more here, roll it back, exhale up. Last one, inhale back, and coming all the way up, soles of the feet together. We're gonna fold forward. Okay. From here, hands behind the thighs, shoulders down the back. We're gonna roll back first. C-curve back, lift one leg up, followed by the other. Then from here, we're gonna find a flat back at the top. Flat back, we C-curve back for rolling. So this is a modified open leg rocker. Find your flat back at the top every single time. C-curve to a flat back. Yeah, good. So now if you want more, pause at the top. Extend one leg, extend the other flat back. Whoop. Then we roll back, coming back up. Each time we're finding that. I'm going back to modified again because my back is very sore. 2 more full if you can do it. Full open leg rocker if you can do it. Last one, holding up at the top. Flat back, bring your inner thighs together. So we're gonna hold this with our legs and release our hands. If you want more, extend the legs. We're gonna lengthen those legs. We're gonna curl back 2 inches with the upper body. Lower down, come back up. Flat back at the top. C-curve down now. And flat back at the top. If you need some support, you're gonna put your hands on the backs of the thighs to do this, or bent. You can do this with bent knees as the other option, right? So these are the modified positions. I lied, 1 more full here. Roll it down, roll it back up, come all the way down, soles together, up the feet together, fold forward. Okay. So this is for all the excitable ones. We're gonna do a teaser. So I'm gonna do the teaser first and we're gonna modify it, okay? So the full version for all you people who want the full version. We're gonna roll down, lengthen back. Here we go. Legs are long, squeeze those inner thighs. Arms come back, inhale. Exhale, we lift up into that V-sit that we were in before, and then we go back down. So if you're like, this is not gonna work for me, bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, and then arms will come back and exhale, lengthen the legs. As you come up and just lengthen the legs on the mat, then bend those knees and roll back down. Okay, this is the modified version. And if that's still bothering you, just stay on the ground and do marches, marchy marches. You full teasers. Can we do 3 more? Exhale, up, hold, lift the legs higher. You got it. Lower back down, 2 more. I can see this. Good, 2. And last one, here we go. Exhale, pause at the top. Soles of the feet come together, fold it forward. Alrighty, we're getting close. We just have a few more minutes left. So we're gonna do a little mermaid. I'm gonna turn and face you. One shin faces. Your left shin's gonna face away. Your right shin's gonna face the screen. Okay, collarbones wide and shoulders drop down. Try to square those hips off. Arms are coming out into a T. We go up and over. We come back to center. We go the other way. So if this bothers you, keep doing this, all of you. People who wear this is feeling good, but if this is bothering you, you can always sit cross-legged or soles of the feet together. Okay, 3 more here. Over, inhale, lift the bottom ribs. Exhale, come on back up. Always think of the bottom ribs lifting. 2 more on this side. Exhale to center, find more length through the spine. Last one here. Okay, and last counter stretch. Lovely, lovely. Let's switch sides. Squaring the hips off, dropping them down, arms out into a T. Here we go, inhale over. Bottom ribs lift, bottom ribs lift. And counter. And again. And counter. We have 2 more. I'm trying to find a T with my arms every time. I'm coming to center. Last one, over. Great. Lower down. Let's bring our legs one more time into that little fold forward, so soles of the feet together, knees fall out to the side. Then it's just going to dive forward here. Great. Come on back up. Okay, so I'm going to do a little sideways profile. You're bringing your right foot onto your left ankle. And then your hands are going to go behind your left thigh. So you're going to pull yourself towards your thigh. You should be getting a stretch in your hip. If you don't like this position, you can do it on your back, that figure 4 stretch, right? So this is option 2 if you don't like the seated version, if it's too intense for you. Otherwise, we're just holding this here. Growing tall through the spine. 2 more breaths. And then gently release the other side. Great, so the closer you walk that foot, the taller your spine can grow. And then opening your knee away from you, that left knee's reaching away. Last breath in. Gently release. Let's all go onto our backs now. Okay. We're going to take the right knee over the left knee. We're going to drop our knees to the left, look over the right shoulder. Feel that right shoulder melt to the earth. And I've got my hand on the left knee. You don't have to, but I like that extra. I can just give myself a little extra stretch. Come back to center. Same position of the legs. Just drop your legs to the right. Look over the left shoulder. Coming back to center. We're going to switch legs now. So right foot's on the ground, left knee's over the right knee. Arms are out. We're going to drop our knees to the right. Look over the left shoulder, ground that left shoulder. On every exhale, feel more length from the shoulder to the hip. One more breath here. Come on back to center. We're going to drop our knees to the left, look over the right. Coming back to center. Both feet are on the ground. Today we're just going to finish lying down because it feels great. So if you need to keep your knees bent, keep your knees bent. If you want to lengthen those legs and let your feet fall up to the side, go for it. Hands are just going to go by your sides, palms face the sky. Lengthening the back of the neck. Let's just take some breaths here to ground ourselves. So take a deep breath into the belly. Feel the belly expand. Feel how your shoulders release when you let your belly expand. And then exhale, let every place of the back of the body melt into the floor. Again, breathing in through the nose. Feeling the belly, feeling the expansion in your body. And then on your exhale, feel everything just melt to the earth. Feel how supported you are by the floor. Last breath in here. Inhale. Fill your body and let it go. Slowly let it go. So now you can just fall asleep or you can roll to your side. Come on up to seated and we're all finished. Thank you, everybody.